Hello everyone, my name is Jorge Castillo and I'm a third year.
Hi, my name is Christopher Eastman. I'm a fourth year in International Business and Logistics.
Hi everyone, my name is Ben Tecker. I'm a fourth year here at the IBL program at Cal Maritime.
Corporate strategy. Foodskins is a family business in California that manufactures in Vietnam with family members. They keep a high number of SKUs in their warehouse to respond fast to consumers' demand. Foodskins has every size of socks and color you can think of in their warehouse. An advantage of their product is that it's not fashion clothing, it's just socks. They have a year-round sales. Many of their sales come from their online website, but local sports goods stores are also starting to sell their products. The company refuses to sell products at big corporations because they want to maintain the brand's image. A big percentage of lost consumers is due to lead time. Consumers do not like to wait, and the more days it takes for them to have the order in their hands, the number of lost sales increases. However, the product must be available on their website when consumers click the order button. Foodskins wanted the shipping process to be faster because it was getting their way to becoming a more successful business. Before making the big decision, they split up the shipping cost with consumers so orders would get there faster. But if consumers would spend more than $40, shipping and handling fees will be waived. Key concerns. The major issue is that the California warehouse is reaching its max capacity, and to continue growing, they need to decide for the company's future, if whether continue shipping from California DC only or open more DCs in Chicago, New Jersey, and or Savannah. The company is making their decision based on lead time. They want to reach 1 or 2 days of delivering time across the United States.
So just to elaborate a little bit more on some of their options, they have their three major options are to continue shipping from their California DCs, sell their products using WebNet, and then opening more distribution centers. Well, it is possible to have some growth from continuing their regular just shipping from California after considering factors like how they want to grow, how much, how little capacity they have, how they've maxed out capacity, and other factors. That's not really an option. We came to the conclusion that that's not really an option. So their next available option is to sell their products via WebNet. And this would lower fulfillment costs. They also wouldn't have to worry about having to pay for the other locations or opening any other locations. It would allow them to tap into the demand they've been seeing, and they would be able to achieve the desirable delivery time that they've been talking about. So it would overall be a really beneficial option to go with. However, they also would lose some of that brand identity that they really want to keep. It would be really hard for them to undo as well. Since going on the platform builds so many customers, and all of the customers are on that website. So undoing that wouldn't really be an option, and it would mean starting from square one. And then additionally, it would go against the family's initial belief of not wanting to be on WebNet. So their final option is to open additional distribution centers in Chicago, New Jersey, and or Savannah, like we said. So a few reasons it's a good option is because their order management system is already configured to accommodate this. It would reduce their pick and packing fees by 20%. It would allow them to increase the capacity that they've already maxed out on. They could take advantage of that demand that we're talking about, the skyrocketing demand, so that they could start selling it to other states. And then that would match closer with their beliefs of not wanting to go on to selling to someone like WebNet. This would cost more for inventory, and they would need to open multiple locations to get that faster delivery time. And even then, this would not be they wouldn't get 1 to 2 day delivery that they wanted to every single location, but we'll go further into what options we recommend later.
Great. So we had a couple suggestions. Our first one is that we want the upper management to hold a meeting to consider whether WebNet can align with their company values or even in the future. After doing some analysis, WebNet is really the best choice simply due to our cost assumptions. But however, since choosing WebNet doesn't resonate with the owners, we think that they should take other actions while still discussing a possible future relationship with WebNet. So instead, we believe that the second best option is to establish distribution centers in Chicago and New Jersey to go along with their current facility in Los Angeles. This will allow them to reach 78% of their customers in only 1 to 2 days and 100% of them in 3 days. And this capitalizes on the increased demand and allows them to expand in the future.
So here is the chart of just a little bit of the background into the data we used and how we came up with our decision is a chart. And this is showing a percentage of the amount of times we would be able to get products to customers in 1 to 2 days, because that was the thing they really wanted to focus on and they really wanted to maximize. And as you can see, having one distribution center really wouldn't work that well. Having two distribution centers would boost it, but the more ideal spot would be to have opening the additional 2 distribution centers in Chicago and New Jersey, since it's the maximum percentage you can get without having to open an additional center. Because as you can see, you could open all the other locations plus the one in Savannah, but you're only going to get a 4% increase there. So we believe they will have just as much benefit from just opening the Chicago and New Jersey one without having to worry about that extra inventory cost. And then this is the optimal distribution. We figured out is another map of the distribution, and then where the centers would be placed and how they would get to the states around them and how it would be set up.
Great, so now we'd like to talk about some future considerations for Footskins. So using a cost-benefit analysis to consider building their own distribution centers versus the third-party distribution centers. And so with potential sales projected to be 42 million by 2021, and only 10% countrywide optimization, it stands to reason that Footskins may consider in-house logistics options, such as strategically placing warehouses to serve their more boutique retailers. Some pros to this is that it appeals to the preservation of brand identity by maintaining relationships with specialty stores and their loyal customers. It also enables in-house controls on the shipping process. However, the cons to this is that it lacks scalability in lieu of the more cost-effective third-party logistic providers. Additionally, we'd like to consider a cheaper line to sell their core assortment of products through WebNet using a different name. This would simplify the supply chain while preserving the brand identity for their specialty products. These could include seasonal sports, as well as new product offerings aimed to test market response. And then finally, we'd like to consider opening alternative manufacturing facilities, potentially in Morocco, to take advantage of Atlantic shipping routes and ports. This is intended to bolster continuity in supply chain to account for unknowns. These could include tensions in the South China Sea that could cause delays in shipping from Vietnam, as well as shipping to the East Coast would avoid relying on only one port to distribute their products from. Some issues from this is that labor shortages in the Port of Long Beach have created a queue of ships to cause massive freight delays, as well as more cost-effective to deliver products to distribution centers in Savannah or Chicago. This concludes our case analysis. We appreciate you listening to our responses and wish the other contestants good luck.